Happy birthday, Virgo. Happy birthday to those of you born at the end of this month, and welcome to your August 2021 astrological forecast. So the month starts off with Mars still in your sign. It's like all month, it's in your sign, okay? But before we get to the other planets that move into your first house, okay, I have to mention that the sun is still in Leo up until the 21st, and Mercury is still in Leo up until like the 10th, and there's a new moon in Leo on the 8th. So where you have Leo in your chart is your 12th house. This is your, behind the scenes house of solitude. It's the house of secrets, though, and behind the scenes actions taken by you or someone else. It's confidences, the subconscious mind. It's your house of dreams. All kinds of fun stuff here, but it's a quiet house. Okay, a lot of times people just kick back when planets are here because they're preparing kind of like for when the sun and other planets move into their first house. So it's a quiet time and a time to recharge your batteries. But a lot of people, have had way too much of that due to the pandemic and quarantine and all that other stuff, and not being able to go out or do things. So maybe you don't need something like that. Okay, if anything, though, because Mars was just here before it moved into your sign. So having Mars in your 12th house makes you very active in behind the scenes, like making preparations of some kind to possibly do something. It could be plans that you're making, but it could be some kind of action or some kind of move that you are planning on making. And now that Mars is in your first house, this is the time that you'll be acting on something like that. But for now, though, you still have the Sun and Mercury in your 12th house, so you could be like tweaking whatever it is that you were going to do. Okay, Mercury here, though, I always say makes the investigator come out in you. It's like a good time to try to find out anything that you want to know about anyone or anything. Okay, it's the snoop factor, kind of, but it makes you just like inquire. Even a lot of times, maybe just the way you're asking about something is for some reason met with a lot more cooperation than it is at any other time, because maybe it doesn't seem like it's that you are snooping, you're just asking. But it could be something pretty personal or confidential or something like that. In fact, at this time somebody could tell you something, some kind of secret about themselves, about anything, and it's not even like you want to know about it. You were just chosen to be the one to hold on to this information for some reason or other. Okay, aren't you the lucky one? Anyways, there's a new moon here on the 8th, so something that you possibly do, some kind of move that you make, or even a conversation that you have, could be, again, a confidence of some kind. You could tell somebody something in confidence, or vice versa. You could be on the receiving end of something like that. It could be about the 12th house is the house of places of confinement, like institutions of some kind, like nursing homes or hospitals or even prisons. It's also the house of charity, so maybe you could learn that someone that is being helped in some way or other. Maybe they are confined to some place and they're unable to help themselves, so they're getting help in some way or other. It's not necessarily asking you for help, but it's just that you're learning possibly about someone. And I don't want to say, no, I don't think it's really a family member or anyone just yet. Could be something about somebody that you work with, though, even, okay? Because at the same time that there's this new moon in Leo, there's a full moon again, second time, okay, in Aquarius, in your 6th house of the workplace, Okay, workplace co-workers, kind of work that you do. It's your house of health, though. House of service, helping others. So I'd have to say, around there's a full moon in this area. I would have to say that maybe something's going on at work or with the company you work for, possibly with a boss, but it could be with a client. Maybe you guys are losing a client or losing some kind of work or job, or there's something with the assignment that's different now. And maybe before this new moon even full moon even happens on the 22nd, you're already being let in on something that's going to be happening there, some kind of changes more or less going on at work. Okay, and if you don't work at all, or if you're retired, then it's in regards to someone that you help in some way or other. And that's what I mean by service. Okay, service to others. That's what the sixth house is. It's helping someone. It's also your everyday life. It's another house of everyday life, but it's helping someone and they helping you. Okay, so something like that could be going on right now. In fact, somebody could be asking you to do just that. Help them with something, but to try to make it sure that it's not a permanent thing. That's all. So, okay, Mercury moves into Virgo on the 11th. The Sun moves here on the 22nd. Venus is here up until the 15th. And like I said, Mars is here all month. So you still have Venus and Mars in your sign, in your first house. So this makes you really desirable for not just romance, okay, but for friendship also. People want to be with you. They want to do stuff with you. They invite you to do things. You're popular. It makes you more appealing. Just having Venus in your first house. And I'm sure I mentioned this last month, but if I didn't, I'll say it again. Okay, when Venus is in your first house, people see the best side of you, but especially your physical appearance. They will make compliments. You should have an increase in compliments on your physical appearance. And this is even coming from strangers. It's not even just people you know. Okay, compliments of any kind, actually. But it could be about your personality or something like that. But usually it's about your physical appearance. So don't be surprised if a lot more people are interested in you for one reason or other. But they would like you to attend, I don't know, their gatherings, their parties, or do something or other. But having Mars in your first house does make you really energetic and aggressive, even in going after things that are personally important to you, because Mars is the personal ego planet, and it's not in our signs like every other year. It takes about 2 months or so to get through one zodiac sign, so it only transits usually, about 6 signs every year. So it comes into your life just usually when you need it. I always tell people Mars is the planet that helps you to remind people what their life would be like without you in it, because this is one of those times where you feel like pointing out to people not just your achievements, and your worth, but the fact that a lot of things wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for you. Okay, a lot of good things would not have come about if you didn't do this or that on their behalf, or you did something that they benefited from. And this is one of those times where you're feeling like you feel like pointing this out to people, and you should, because again, the people, especially those closest to you, need to be reminded of stuff like this every so often. So this is that time of the year when you would do something like that. Okay, so also having Mercury, your ruler, in your first house does make you really, really talkative and just really expressive in anything, but this is a time where you will really contact an awful lot of people, or do an awful lot of communicating, just even if it's just to catch up with people. But when these planets leave your sign, you'll realize you've had an awful lot more contact with people than you have in a while. Okay. So on the 16th, Venus moves into Libra, and on the 30th, Mercury moves into Libra, but we'll cover that next month because it's too late in the month to really have an impact on you. So just having this Venus and Libra in your second house, okay, of how you earn your money, and money coming to you through work that you do, okay, it's also your valuables, what you own, your investments, all kinds of fun stuff here. But just having Venus here does mean that it's attracting things to you, things like money, or things like Venus ruled, things like luxury items, something beautiful, art, jewelry, cologne, perfume, something like that, you know, the fine quality clothing or whatever. So there could be like a really nice, I would have to say, birthday gift coming your way, and it could be money though. You know, this is the money house, so you could be on the receiving end of something really nice. Other planets will be moving here soon enough, so excuse me. This house will still be active, and sometimes people give you belated gifts, or even a just because gift. But even before Venus moves here, don't be surprised if you're on the receiving end. While Venus is still in your first house up until the 15th, that you're on a receiving end of an early gift, an early birthday gift of some kind or other. Or it could be a just because gift, but they'll say it's just for your birthday, whatever. Also, all of the planets, Jupiter through Pluto, are in retrograde motion except for the planet Uranus, which will turn retrograde on the 19th. This is a fellow Earth sign, so the planet Uranus creates a trine, very nice aspect to whatever planets you have in Virgo, or your rising sign or whatever. So just you have Uranus in Taurus in your 9th house. This is a big travel house with it turning retrograde. It's a big communication house. It's foreign anything. So it's foreign communications, long distance, anything. Media publishing. It's an internet house. Just it's a house of legal matters. It just means things slow down wherever a planet is retrograde, but it gives you time to review or change your mind about something, or inquire a little bit more about wherever this planet is transiting in whatever house. So that's what this would do with the planet Uranus here. If you decide to pursue, let's say, a media or publishing, or even try to find out a little bit more about legal matters, or any kind of legality, maybe you're not even involved in anything legal, you could find out a lot more possibly at this time than when this planet was direct. Or you could stumble across something that's pretty surprising that you never knew before. This is also the house of knowledge, okay, and philosophy, and religious and spiritual beliefs. So there's all kinds of fun stuff here for you to, like, more or less look at again, okay. The best time to do something each month is when the moon is in your own sign, and the moon is in Virgo on the 9th, 10th, and 11th. And the best time to lay low is when the moon is in your opposite sign. Your opposite sign is Pisces, and those dates are the 22nd, 23rd, and 24th. The best time for romance, recreation, creativity, fun, any kind of speculation or gambling, and anything to do with children is the 4th, 5th, 6th, 4th, 5th, 6th, 18th, and 19th. The best time for money is the 11th, 12th, 13th, 24th, 25th, and 26th. The best time for your career is the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 29th, 30th, and 31st. And the best time for communication and travel is the 1st, 14th, 15th, 27th, 28th, and 29th. So happy birthday. Have a really nice time. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. Check out my weekly forecast. Check out Ask Me a Question. It's in the description box below this video. There's also a link there to my website if you would like to have your chart done. See you next week. Goodbye.